Hi and welcome to my channel Wealth Wisdom Works. My name is Alan and I'm here to help you take control of your finances and grow your wealth. In today's video we're going to cover understanding your credit score and improving your credit. Before we start, I must remind you that I'm not a financial advisor and this video and any others do not constitute specific financial advice. Always consult a financial advisor for specific advice relating to your individual circumstances. As a chartered banker with over 20 years of experience in the banking industry and a personal investor for over 30 years, I've seen my fair share of financial ups and downs. At one point I lost everything I had worked for, but I rebuilt that and now I'm in a secure financial position. And that's why I'm passionate about helping others achieve financial stability and security, especially those in the UK like me in their 40s and 50s who might be approaching retirement and they want to get their finances in order. So that's where I'm coming in. I've covered budgeting, credit scores, etc. and all other aspects of personal finance in my book, The Wealth Wisdom Blueprint, which is available on Amazon. I'll leave a link to that in the description below if you want to go and check it out. So alright folks, let's talk about something that's pretty important when it comes to managing your finances, and that's your credit score. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is a credit score? Well, put simply, it's a number that represents your creditworthiness. Basically how likely you are to pay back any money that you might borrow. Having a good credit score is crucial if you want to be approved for loans, credit cards, even renting a property. It can impact your ability to get a mortgage, buy a car, and even your job prospects. So it's important to keep an eye on your credit score and take steps to improve if necessary. Now, I mentioned there that it can be crucial for your job prospects. You might know this, you might not know this. Some jobs, depending on which industry you might be in, will do a credit check on you as part of the hiring process. Now, I've had a few scary moments on that because if you read my book, you'll find out that I had a very secure job in banking. I got an illness and to cut a long story short, it ruined my finances. I couldn't work for a period of time and I was financially ruined and it cost me my banking career. After that I had to rebuild my career in a different industry altogether. So I had to apply for other types of jobs, and as part of getting those jobs, very often I was credit checked. And because I knew my finances had been an absolute disaster, it made things a wee bit scary at times. And there was one specific occasion where I had a job offer, but I actually lost the job because of my poor credit rating when they did the financial checks on me, and I didn't get the job, which absolutely devastated me. So it is very important, even if you're not thinking that you're going to be looking for any credit or a mortgage or anything like that, it's still very important. So in this video, what we're going to give you is the lowdown on everything that you need to know about your credit score, including what factors impact it, how to check your credit report, and tips for improving your credit score. So whether you're new to credit or just want to improve your score, stick around and we've got you covered. Now let's dive a little deeper into what goes into your credit score. Your credit score is calculated based on a variety of factors, including your payment history, how much debt you have, the length of your credit history, types of credit used, and any recent credit inquiries. Payment history is the most important factor in determining your credit score. So it's important to make sure that you're paying your bills on time. Your credit utilisation ratio, or the amount of credit that you're using compared to your total available credit, also plays a big role in your credit score. In the UK, there's three main credit reference agencies: Experian, Equifax and TransUnion. These agencies collect data on your credit history and they use it to create your credit report, which is essentially a record of your borrowing and payment behaviour. It's important to keep checking your credit report regularly to ensure that all the information is accurate and up to date, because they can get it wrong sometimes. In actual fact, in my own credit file, they had things wrong and they had things on it that shouldn't have been there. It's quite a simple process to get them to fix it. You just need to write to them and let them know. Obviously, if you've got any proof, provide them with the proof as well and they'll get that amended. But you might have things on your credit report that are affecting your credit score at the moment, and you'll not be aware of it. So that's why it's important to get the information from the credit references, the credit reference agencies, and check it. So to obtain your credit report, you can request a free copy from any of the credit reference agencies. There's also another way to do it. You can sign up for the credit monitoring service that will give you regular updates on your credit score and any changes to your credit report. There's plenty of apps on that. One of the ones I use is Total Money, but I think there's 3 or 4 different ones that you can use, all for free, and you can see your credit report on it, so you can monitor anything that's on it. So now that you know a bit more about how your credit score is calculated and how to access your credit report, it's time to start thinking about how you can improve your credit score. Alright, let's get down to business and talk about how you can improve it. First up, one of the most important things that you can do is to make sure that you're paying your bills on time. Late or missed payments can have a big impact on your credit score, so set up reminders, automate payments, and make sure you're always paying on time. Another key factor in your credit score is your credit utilisation ratio, and that's the amount of credit that you're using compared to your total available credit. If you're carrying a lot of credit card debt, for example, try to pay that down as much as possible to reduce that credit utilisation ratio. Now let's talk about your credit report. It's important to review your credit report regularly to make sure that all the information is accurate. If you do find an error, you can dispute it, as I mentioned before, with the credit reference agency, and they'll investigate it and correct it if necessary. When it comes to applying for new credit, be cautious. Every time you apply for credit, it shows up on your credit report as a hard inquiry, and that can temporarily lower your credit score. So be selective in your applications and try and space them out as much as possible. If you get too many hard searches in a short period of time, that's going to look bad on your credit score, and it's going to reduce the score, which is a vicious circle. It's just going to make things harder for you to get credit. Finally, it's important to keep up a good credit history over time. This means continuing to make payments on time, keeping your credit utilisation ratio low, and avoiding any negative marks on your credit report. The longer you can maintain a good credit history, the better your credit score will be in the long run. So there you have it, some tips and tricks to help you improve your credit score. Remember, your credit score is an important factor in your financial health, so it's definitely worth taking the time to keep it in good shape. Alright folks, we've covered a lot of ground today when it comes to understanding and improving your credit score. Let's do a quick recap of the points that we've covered. Your credit score is a number that represents your credit worthiness, and it's important to have a good credit score to be approved for loans, credit cards and more. Your credit score is calculated based on factors such as your payment history, credit utilisation ratio and length of credit history. There are 3 main credit reference agencies in the UK: Experian, Equifax and TransUnion. You can obtain your credit report for free, and you should review it regularly to make sure that all the information is accurate. To improve your credit score, make sure you're paying your bills on time, keep your credit utilisation ratio low, correct any errors on your credit report, and be cautious about applying for new credit. So now it's time to take action. Improving your credit score takes time, but it's worth the effort. Whether you're new to credit or you just want to improve your score, start taking steps today to make some positive changes. Remember, having a good credit score is important for your financial health, and it can impact your ability to get approved for credit, buy a home, even secure a job. So make it a priority to maintain a good credit score over time. So there you have it. Your credit score is a critical component of personal finance, and it can help you achieve your financial goals and lead to a more secure financial life. So don't wait, take control of your finances today. I've covered all of this and more in my book, The Wealth Wisdom Blueprint, which is available on Amazon. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. So if you're looking to take control of your finances, understand the basics and grow your wealth, this is a channel for you. Like this video and subscribe, and leave me a comment down below in the comments section. Let me know what you would like me to cover in any future videos. Finally, I'm just going to remind you again, I'm not a financial advisor, so this video is for entertainment purposes only. Always consult a financial advisor for specific advice relating to your own individual circumstances. Okay folks, thanks very much for watching today and I'll see you in the next video.